You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
So we have to build roads, we have to build highways. We're talking about a very major infrastructure bill of $1 trillion, perhaps even more. And if we're going to give all of this money, there was a very large infrastructure bill that was approved during the Obama administration, $1 trillion. Nobody ever saw anything being built. I mean, to this day, I haven't heard of anything that's been built. They used most of that money, it went, and they used it on social programs. We are absolutely destroying these horrible regulations that have been placed on your heads over not 8 years, over the last 20 and 25 years. You have regulations that are horrendous. Dodd-Frank is an example of what we're working on, and we're working on it right now. We're going to be coming out with some very strong, not far beyond recommendations. We're going to be doing things that are going to be very good for the banking industry so that the banks can loan money to people that need it.
And about time. That's a great thing. I mean, you think about it, everything that Obama did was to build his welfare state. Just like Trump said, where'd this infrastructure money go? Well, he knows where it went, to build his welfare state. That was his whole goal, to make the middle class poorer so he could build an empire, a welfare empire. And I'm glad that Trump is going to go after the Dodd-Frank regulations, because that was put in place to destroy the middle-class business who created all the jobs. It's the middle class, the small work, the people in the middle class who own small businesses. They're the backbone of the country. They're the engine of our economy. They grow the economy. It's a small business person. Obama turned around and destroyed the banks, destroyed the lending to these small businesses, told the banks to stop lending, and the way he did it was to put regulations in through this Dodd-Frank, so all the community banks, they were choked with regulations. They could not loan to small business who create all the good full-time jobs. But there's something that's missing here. And I like Trump, but something's missing. When's he going to start talking about the biggest sham laid on the middle-class American? The biggest sham in history, the 401k. That is a sham. Even his founder says today, it's a sham. It should be blown up and restructured all over again. It's a sham. It was designed to make money just for Wall Street. The 401k is now responsible for the American workforce facing a retirement where they're impoverished, where they're slipping to poverty. The 401k has done nothing to keep your lifestyle. When you retire, you would like to live the lifestyle you became accustomed to. The 401k won't even come close to that. Are you nuts? The middle and working class have missed out on a rally, this front-loaded rally, this financial engineered rally of 250% since 2008, where the market's going up again, 250%. And the 401k participants, the 86 million people, did not participate. Very few participated because they didn't have any money. Their wages have been stagnant. Whatever money they had in their 401k, after the market crashed, the stock market crashed, they used that money to, again, they lost their job. They used the money to survive. They used their money for health care. They had to dig in to that 401k. Car payments, school, education, health care. They weren't making enough. Wages have been stagnant. He's got to change these 401ks. He's got to get rid of these 401ks and go back to the pension. Go back to the pension where you go and get a job. Let the employer take care of the pension for you. Let him get the best pension manager for you, where the pension manager is tied to performance. He gets paid when he makes money, only when he makes money. not get paid based on the size of the fund. You hear all these dopes come on Fox and CNBC, these losers, their pompadour hairdos and their fancy suits. And here's Joe Suckface. He manages $500 billion. Who cares he's managing $500 billion? Who cares? They should be coming out and saying, oh, by the way, here's Joe Suckface who manages fund. He only gets paid when you make money. He works on performance. And this year here, he's had a return of 10%. And when he loses money, he doesn't get paid. We got to get rid of the 401k. It's a joke. But most people don't even know what a 401k is. Most people don't even think they pay any fees.
For the average American couple socking away money in a 401k plan, the cost is staggering, more than $150,000 in their lifetime.
The number of middle-class jobs tanked under this last administration. Not one full-time manufacturing job in 8 years. Do you understand that? Not one full-time manufacturing job. When you tell people that, they don't believe you. Go look it up. The income for the middle class has been shrinking, not going up, because he never participated or he never identified, he never targeted the job market. He was all about redistribution of wealth, and he was going to use health care to do it, just like Reagan told us. That's exactly what socialists and communists do. They go right to health care. That's how they get their social programs to spread around.
One of the traditional methods of imposing statism or socialism on a people has been by way of medicine. It's very easy to disguise a medical program as a humanitarian project.
Now, politicians, before Trump arrived, they failed. They failed to recognize the struggles of the middle-class household. They didn't care. These politicians that are up there on the Hill, do you think they care about you? Do you think Harry Reid cares about you? You think Chuck Schumer, when you look at him on TV, you want to throw up. Worse, you want to find him and you want to slap him.
Wow.
He's so arrogant. Do you really think Chuck Schumer cares? Here you got one of the best people in the world who you could put on the bench, the Supreme Court, and he's trying to stop it. All for the party. It's always the party. The Republican Party, the Democrat Party, there should be no parties. Everybody should be independent, and you vote for the person who does the best job. That's simple. No more parties. These parties, these two parties have really turned to be one party. They're all one party. They're all fighting each other because they're one party. There's no two parties. What are you, nuts? And so these politicians, before Trump arrived, they did not recognize the struggle of the middle-class household because they didn't care. That's why. And it was when Trump arrived, he starts pointing out the struggle of the middle-class household, and that's why they hate him. Because the politicians, we don't have time for the middle-class households. We got to get rich. We got to get rich. I came into office. I was making $85,000. My net worth was $125,000. I want to be worth $125 million when I leave office in the next 8 years or 12 years or 40 years. That's what they focus on. That 401k is a joke. It's a joke. And think about it. When a 401k, that was a mistake. It was never designed for a retirement.
Ted Benna has lost about 20% in his retirement fund, and he's not just any investor.
I'm commonly identified as the father of the 401k. Yeah, I think what made this so difficult is the fact that stocks and bonds tanked together. You know, the strategy of being diversified just didn't work. It was not a retirement vehicle. We have now a retirement crisis because of that stupid 401k. And guess what? All these years, when the first guy started to retire in 2008, they had no clue. Since 1978 to 2008, everybody thought the 401k was cool. It was the thing. You're going to retire. You're going to go off in the sunset. You're going to go to Vermont, and you're going to sit on a cabin porch with your wife and enjoy the sunset and watch Bambi the deer jump over a creek, and you're going to walk down the beaches in Florida hand to hand. None of that's going to happen. You're going to be cleaning the beaches, trying to get a part-time job with the municipality to pick up the paper. Are you kidding? This thing is ridiculous, these 401ks. Trump, I want to hear him talk more about getting rid of the 401k, and let's get people back to a pension. We'll be right back. See if we can make some money.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Phil'sGang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time, real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
Well, all of the tools you put together for us have just given us so much confidence.
I have learned so much. It is absolutely incredible.
And you're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence than when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work. I love the chart.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job.
Listen to Phil, join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Recognized as an Axiom Business Award winner, the highly acclaimed Walter's Way book, authored by legendary businessman Walter Scheer, is now available in digital and audio formats at the philsgang.com Bud C store. Enjoy the stories of a relief kid who survived TB, corporate betrayal, bankruptcy, and still made millions and touched the lives of billions. Don't wait. Pick up the Walter's Way book in hardcover, digital, and in audio format at philsgang.com.
I'm looking to make extra income, to plan for retirement and pay down my debt. Do you have any suggestions?
You should try Phil's Gang.
Tell me more. What is Phil's Gang?
Phil's Gang is an investing education service where Phil Grandy teaches you and guides you to making profits in the stock market using stock charts and following the technicals. Phil's Gang is a service for all types of investors, from beginners to experts. For only $39.95 a month, you'll get access to Phil's Gang live daily webinar class, Phil's alerts, and a huge library of educational investing videos.
But my time is very limited. Can Phil still help me?
Absolutely. With Phil's Gang, they have special programs tailored for anyone. You can follow him on just 3 stocks, or they have a working investor program for folks who have limited time, and all Phil's Gang material is archived, so you never miss a beat. Plus, if you have any questions, Phil's Gang has exceptional customer service support to assist you. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com to sign up. Or call them at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He's used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
If you look at the economic news, which nobody is other than on your show, if you look at the it's spectacular. I mean, more people are working. Unemployment claims are way down. Manufacturing's at 3-year highs. The U6 employment rate, the real unemployment rate, has gone down 1% since the beginning of the year, which is huge, and is now at a low last seen in 2007. And then you've got the wealth numbers.
In about 4.5 minutes, we'll open this market, and we're going to go up.
All record highs. Look at this.
Look at that.
Record highs.
They will all be at record highs on Wall Street.
A market milestone. The Dow Industrials closing above 22,000, showing no signs of slowing down. The blue chip index is now up 11% for the year. It is up better than 20% since President Trump's election back in November. This market on fire. Would you put new money to work here? Is this rally sustainable?
I think the rally is sustainable.
Yeah, it's sustainable. Like a restaurant, all right, that has 500 customers come in during a day and 6 contribute 40% of their profits. If one of those 6 gets a chicken bone caught in his throat, this guy's over the owns of the restaurant. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, look, we know why the stock market's up for 8 years. Remember? Do you remember the candidate, Trump? Remember that guy? I don't know where he went. Remember he said it was a big, fat, ugly bubble? It was created?
Believe me, we're in a bubble right now. And the only thing that looks good is the stock market. But if you raise interest rates even a little bit, that's going to come crashing down. We are in a big, fat, ugly bubble. And we better be awfully careful.
Whoa, where'd he go?
Kaboom!
Who's this guy?
I just want to state that, as you probably have noticed, the stock market hit an all-time record high today, over 22,000. We've picked up substantially now more than $4 trillion in net worth. And
hey, who's that guy? That must be his twin brother. I don't know. Unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. Then he talks about the GDP. Remember this?
We have a growth rate, a GDP, which has been much higher than, as you know, anybody anticipated, except maybe us. But it's going to go up. It's going to go higher, too.
Oh, yeah, going to go higher, too. Wait a minute. What about the revisions? He didn't talk about the revisions. This is 1 quarter. 1 quarter. Are you kidding me? Best economic growth GDP numbers in years, he says. Now, what he was referring to is the 2.6% GDP growth in the last 3 months. Quarter. Even so, he's wrong. He's wrong. The 2.6% GDP has been topped 8 times in the last 4.5 years. And in the last 8 years, the GDP hit 2.6%, 14 quarters. And 3 of the 14 quarters hit better than 3%. What's he talking about? His advisors are staring him dead wrong. First of all, his advisors should tell him not to take credit for the market. They should tell them the information I just gave you, they should give him. All these are going to be revised down. The 2.6 will be revised down to about 1.9. What's important is the annualized GDP, not the quarter. They can play with those numbers. Trump also claimed his 4.4% unemployment rate was the lowest in 17 years. Not true. It's the lowest in 10 years, not 17. But the point is, he's getting such bad information. I mean, and it's just so bad. Unbelievable. Wage growth. He said wages are rising and wage growth is strong. That makes no sense. Why would his people tell him to go out with that kind of information? That makes no sense. When his own government agency, who tracks wages, said June wages dropped by 2.5%, the lowest since 2014. Also, wage gains will show up in disposable personal income. So, if you point, again, the disposable personal income has fallen off a cliff.
Household debt is at a record. A new report from the New York Fed shows total debt hit more than $12.5 trillion in the second quarter, marking the 12th consecutive quarterly increase. The increase partly reflects renewed confidence in the economy.
Dropped over $120 billion. So to make a claim the wages are rising and wage growth is strong is crazy. Same as talking about the GDP is the best, the 2.6% is the best ever. I mean, in 3 months, that's crazy. Who has his ear? Earnings. We went from 6.1% last week now to 9.1%. But guess what? It's the same sector. Oil. Then behind oil, you have energy and technology. But it's still all one sector. Because the reason the energy, the technology is up is the technology they provide to the oil companies. That's where their business is, the technology businesses, so they can go down and get that oil a lot more efficient. And financials are up. Why? These are the financials that are funding the fracking and everything else. So it's oil that's driving the technology earnings. It's oils, or the energy, that's driving technology. It's the energy that's driving the financial sector. But nobody talks about that. Energy is up 322%. That's $8 billion over the same quarter last year. Let me repeat. Energy is up 322%. That's up $8 billion over the $1.9 billion last year. And what did I tell everybody in January? In January, I told everybody, my gang, I told you, it's going to be oil. Remember when oil was collapsing? Everybody thought I was crazy. I said, no, oil is where we're going to make our money. Because you always go for those sectors. You have 11 sectors. Go for those sectors that are getting killed. Because that's where the bargains are. You know, when you buy a stock, you want to buy it at bargain prices. You want to buy it at a low. But you know the trouble with this business? You know why people in 401ks never make any money? Because their managers always buy at retail.
What's a financial advisor?
That is a term that means almost nothing. It is somebody who might be a financial planner, or it could be a broker who is really a salesperson.
They always buy at the very top, right before the market crashes. We'll be back with some stocks in a moment here on Phil's Gang. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG, right now.
You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
Well, all of the tools you put together for us have just given us so much confidence.
I have learned so much. It is absolutely incredible.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence than when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work. I love the chart.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job.
Listen to Phil, join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, unlimited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que San Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. You're listening to the best of Phil's Gang. Anybody who puts money in my pocket is my friend. And Phil Grandy can do the same for you. Learn how to grow and invest your money. Here's Phil Grandy.
Some people think that the people who voted for Trump are racists and sexists and homophobes and just deplorable folks. I don't agree. I don't agree.
He doesn't agree. Bernie's sucking up for something. I don't know. He wants a social program, I guess. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about some stocks and what's going on. The biggest problem is I have not heard Trump talking about getting rid of the 401k, the worst program ever. In fact, I'm not saying that. The father of the 401k is saying that. The guy who started the 401k, he's the one that says it's a terrible program and it's got to be done away with. It's a failed experience. It's part of a sham. 68.3% have less than $10,000. That's right. In these 401ks, 63% of working people have less than $10,000. Because why? Because they have to keep dipping in for emergencies. Healthcare mostly. School. But the problem is the fees. That's the real problem, is the fees. Most older workers between 55 and 64 have an average of $42,000 saved for retirement. What are you, nuts? That's not even going to pay for your health care. At that level, think about it. My God, that's unbelievable. Millions of workers nearing retirement, they're going to need a lot more. That whole $42,000 is not enough to take care of your health care alone. Retirement is the number one worry for Americans, not ISIS. And why? Because the program was a sham, and the wages, our wages have been stagnant. We haven't had our wages increase in over 20 years. This is crazy. It's totally a failed experiment, complete failure, and a complete bonanza for Wall Street. See, once we had that pension, okay, that pension fund, the AKA, we'll call it defined benefit plan, the middle class, they had a nice retirement because the employer would hire a very smart investor. He'd be the head of that pension fund. He'd be very smart manager. He got paid on what he made, not paid on how big the fund was. And they had a good deal. Labor, the employer would say, just work hard, make me the best product. Don't you even think about worrying about retirement. I promise you, when you retire, you'll have the same lifestyle or even better than what you're already accustomed to while working. And that was the goal. No more.
Basically, your guy is out for himself to maximize his sales, and the way he does it is to be loyal to the mutual fund. And they try to sell you the most profitable products.
You really think people with 401ks are going to live the same lifestyle that they have come accustomed to while they're working? No way. Because the 401k was never designed for retirement to begin with. It was to look like one. But the real purpose was to turn a cottage industry called mutual fund industry into a giant. The 401k, that's the name of a tax law. It came into being very quietly, a clause in the Revenue Act of 1978. The clause said employees could choose to defer some compensation until retirement, and they would not be taxed until that time. Now, a benefits consultant by the name of Ted Benna realized the provision could be used as a retirement savings vehicle for all employees. So in 1981, the IRS clarified the 401k tax plan, and it clarified the plan participants. They said they could defer regular wages, not just bonuses. Wow. And the plan began to catch on. By 1985, there were 30,000 401k plans. Today, there's 89 million people with these plans. Are you kidding? 1985, there was 30,000 people. Now there's 89 million people. And one of the worst scams ever. Unbelievable. 6.6 trillion as of the third quarter of 2014. 4.5 trillion of which was held in 401ks. 4.5 trillion. Are you kidding? So soon, the 401k plan began to multiply. And the defined benefit plans started to disappear. Why? Because in 1985, remember what was going on. We were sending everything, all our productivity overseas. We're exporting our jobs, and no longer could a company afford to have a pension fund manager, very expensive, to manage the plan because they were shipping everything overseas. I mean, and then finally, all the employees, okay, they said, when you have a 401k, you can be just like Buffett. You can go ahead and invest yourself now. Are you kidding? Employees aren't very good investors. They're not terrific investors, employees. Know that. A guy sitting there, he operates a machine. He knows nothing about investing. And soon the field of planners arrived. The planners were going to help you. Your planners, your money managers, your broker, all going to help you. All they're doing is going to take the money from your pocket and put it in their own pocket. $17 billion a year is what they take out of your nest egg. $17 billion. 62% of American households with 401ks will not be able to maintain the same lifestyle they came accustomed to while they're working because of these stupid fees. But nobody believes the fees. For every 1% fee, you lose 25% of your nest egg. The average fee is 2%. That's half. But try to convince somebody. They're not going to believe it. Not until the day they retire. And 74% of those with 401ks are now worried. They're not going to have enough money to retire. They're worried about the fees now. And Ted Benna, the father of the 401k, who realized the 1978 provisions could be used as a retirement savings vehicle for all employees. And in 1981, the IRS clarified and said, okay, we could defer wages, not just bonuses. Said, you know what? Bennett said, this is a joke. He said these plans are a joke. First of all, they offered too many choices. He says, and if I were to start all over again from scratch, I'd blow this thing up. So what choice do you have? You go into an exchange-traded fund. It's that simple. So follow me. Follow me in my 4 exchange-traded funds. Here's the number. 877-600-GANG, or go to philsgang.com and follow me with my 4 exchange-traded funds I'm investing in right now, and you see exactly what I'm doing in each fund and how I do it. Nobody else in this country I know offers that. Okay. All right. Let's get back to, I got to tell you, this deal with, listen to this. This is unbelievable. This is just absolutely crazy.
The most powerful espionage assets of the United States government being used by an administration to spy on a political opponent before, during, and after that political opponent wins the presidency. That is like on the level of constitutional crisis.
I know nothing about this. I was surprised to see reports from Chairman Yunus on that count today.
Susan Rice. Oh, yeah, she was surprised, all right. Are you kidding me? She sat there and went on 10 shows, remember, lying about the video? But how does that help us retire? It doesn't. You know, we listen to this stuff every day on TV. Yes, it's interesting. But when you go to bed at night, you put your head down on the pillow, are you going to worry about that? Do you really care about Russia? Do you really care about the spying? Do you really think about that? Or when you put your head on the pillow at night, do you think about, how am I going to retire? How am I going to stop working? I can't afford to. Gee, I may be losing my job. So you got to fix that. And you can't fix it when you have an average return of a negative 2.5%. or possibly a positive 5%. If you're lucky, that's before fees. With your stupid 401k. An exchange-traded fund, take the spiders, is 13.7% since 2008. The difference is what? The fees. Okay, here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Call my office right now. For 30 days, follow me and my 3 exchange-traded funds. Follow me.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated, so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated, but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, join my gang. And then if you're a person that's very busy, you can't participate in any classrooms, even if it's archived, you don't have time, and you're a person that says, I just want to do what you're doing, Phil. Just want to follow what you're doing. Well, now you got the opportunity. And the best thing is with ETFs. So right now I got a gold ETF, and I got an oil ETF. We just finished with a gas ETF, which we made about 14% on that one. GDX, we're up about 4 or 5% on that one. Same with oil. So join my gang and just follow me. And then at the end of each night, the radio show, I do a video and I tell you exactly what I'm doing, and then you copycat what I do. It's not a fund. You're not sending me money. It's not a mutual fund. It's not a fund where you send me money. You just simply go on and you buy how many shares you want of GDX. And then every night you say, okay, am I supposed to add to my position? Am I supposed to just hold it, not do anything? It's so easy. And after a month, if you don't think it's working, that's it. You have no obligation. And the expenses on ETFs are so minimal. You get killed with your 401k. Listen to this. And here's the number. I'll give you the number. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. They're right there waiting for your call now, right? In Sarasota, Florida. This is not going to some, the Philippines or some country. No, it's right here. Okay, they're waiting for your call. And I'm telling you, it will make a difference in your financial life. I'm not saying get rid of your 401k mutual fund. I'm saying compare it. And after a month, you'll say, God, why haven't I been doing that? Why haven't I done this oh, God, I should have been doing this years ago. And it's so easy because I'm following the guy who's got skin in the game. Anyway, it's so frustrating, these people on Wall Street, just liars. Listen to this. This really got me right here.
Inflation, it's a bit of a mystery, but inflation still is below the Fed's target of 2%. But it is a mystery.
A mystery? How's inflation a mystery? Inflation's pretty easy, isn't it? It's not a mystery.
But it is a mystery.
For God's sakes, we depend on inflation to get our rates up, to get our wages up. What is so hard about that? See, inflation, the other day she said she's going to stop raising rates because she found out when she's been raising rates already, loan applications starting to fall off. And she also knows the inflation's been low.
Given that longer-term inflation expectations appear to be well anchored.
See, inflation is the price of goods, and every price you pay for your goods it goes up, is someone else's income going up. Do you understand that? So inflation's good. When inflation rises, wages rise. When inflation doesn't rise, your wages don't. And we've got lousy wages because we're stagnant. Our inflation's stagnant because the policies that have been put in this country by Pelosi and her Democrats are terrible policies. They're anti-growth. So that's why it's a joke, a total joke, when they come out and give us that stupid statement of Democrats better job, better wages, and all that nonsense.
Better jobs, better wages, a better future.
Unbelievable. Okay. Look, right now, oil, gold, okay, if you want to be in those two exchange-traded funds, 877-600-GANG, and then you can start following me, okay? This is where the money is going. There's going to be a little reprieve, and then they're going to start moving again because the dollar is low. The dollar is weak. They keep pushing that dollar down. You know, every time they push that dollar down, it only helps Wall Street, only helps the big guys, the big monopolies, the big boys, because they can sell their stuff overseas. But it kills the small businesses here. You know, I just get a kick out of these, like Pelosi and the rest of these people. They don't get it. The reason our volume is so low because there's low participation. They scared everybody out of the market by screwing them, the retail customer. That means when you have fewer participants, that means you have less opinions. Am I right? If you have fewer participants at a party, don't you have less opinions? That means you have less volatility at the party. If you have a lot of people at your party, you have a lot of opinions, and they start throwing stuff at each other. They have volatility. It's the same thing with the stock market. Volatility is a good thing because if you have volatility, then for the seasoned investor, he makes money when the market's going up and the market's going down. Market's going up, market's going down. But when there's no participants, there's few opinions, there's no volatility, and the consensus is the same, we're just going to keep going up, and that's what the consensus is. Why would you sell your stock? The VIX index is a fear meter. Usually when the VIX index is low, it's a simple poem. When the VIX is low, you go. When the VIX is high, you buy. Simply means when the VIX is low or the volatility is low, the stock market's at its high, you better start taking profits. But no more. There's been interference by our government. They've interfered. Our private banking cartel, working with the government, interfered, called the Federal Reserve. They've interfered. We don't have a free market. They want the market to keep going up every day so they can get rich. They don't care about the economy getting worse because you think they care that wages aren't going up? They don't care as long as they keep getting rich. But this interference has been going on for 8 years, where the banking cartel has financially engineered, just like what you heard again, just like what you heard on my cut, that when they take the market and they financially engineer it to favor that stocks keep going up, go up one way, they do that by printing money to do stock buybacks. You heard the cut. They print money and give it to Wall Street banksters, hedge funds, to buy those very stocks that they rigged to go up. And who's getting rich? Not the guy that's not the everyday guy who's making $54,000 or $60,000 with his wife. If he's in a 401k, he's screwed. He's not making money with his 401k. I guarantee you that. He's not going to, even if he is, he's not going to keep it. It's going to go down when the crash comes. The government's bought $85 billion a month in treasuries to force the large bond buyers out of the stock market. They printed $85 billion a month to get the bond buyers out and make them push stocks up. These stocks are all going up, not because companies are making money. They're going up because it's financially engineered. And when it's financially, and here's the other thing, they put in rules and regulations to make sure small companies don't go public. Remember, IPOs, we used to have what they call IPO Monday, where we had 20, 30 IPOs coming out. Initial public offerings, meaning little companies doing 5, 10, 15 million to go raise money. That meant more stock and more stock and more stock. And we had greater volatility. It was a great market. But they said, let's stop that too. They did everything between regulations, between printing of money, selling it at 0%, putting Dodd-Frank in. They did everything so that the market, the person would say, the consensus would be, why would we sell? So now you have fewer and fewer people in the market, and a consensus is, due to this interference by the government and by the banking cartel to suppress interest rates for years, why sell? So it's crazy that you're not in the stock market. And Trump is going to do even more quantitative easing. We've already done $16 trillion in stock buybacks, $85 billion a month to buy treasuries to push the market up. High frequency trading, they got rid of that with regulations so the market, there would be no volatility. And then they give you the fake earnings. 6.2%. Are you kidding? It's not 6 point, but stay with it. It's from one of our only 11 sectors. This is crazy.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Look, all I can tell you with an ETF, they're terrific because you have a basket of stocks. It trades like an individual stock. You can even short it when the market goes down, but you're not going to know when to do that. But if you're with me, you will, because every night, like right after I finish this radio show, I'll do my video, and everybody who's followed me in an ETF, or I also do a video for individual stocks. But the ETF is for the busy person who doesn't want to get screwed with big fees like you do in mutual funds. But more important is that you know now when to get out. The signal's there. Has anybody heard of a mutual fund, 401k mutual fund, giving you a signal to get out? And then giving you a signal, hey, we're going to make money on the way down? What are you, nuts? Join my gang, 877-600-GANG. The phones are there, manning the phones right now. Join the gang and start following my oil and gold ETF. Try it for a month. You don't like it? Don't do it.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.